Good afternoon, Pathers, parents, teacher, and friends. Welcome back to Canisius EduFair 2020, Day 5. It's an honor for me, Hatorangan Bintang Prakunengohan, to host this wonderful event. Right now, we are going to hear the webinar from Elsindo Consulting about Study USA and how to get into top university in USA. For shorten the time, I would like to welcome our guest speaker to deliver the presentation. Mr. Leo Harten, please introduce yourself and the webinar is all yours.
All right. Hello, everybody. Can you hear my voice? Good. Thank you. So, hello, Indonesia, and hello, all the Canisians in Jakarta, Indonesia. Let me introduce myself. My name is Leo Harten, and today I am going to discuss with you, to talk with you, to give you information about study in USA. What I will do a little bit of part in English and some part in Bahasa Indonesia, just for our audience. And Tora will be helping me for information. If you have any questions or if you have any concern, just let me know and raise your hands. All right. So, can we start our presentation, Tora, or should I wait for your?
Let's start, Mr.
All right. So let me just share my screen. Okay, I think everyone can see my screen. Okay, thank you very much. So today we'll be talking about learning the US education system and the fundamentals of a university of college selection. How do you find a university? How do you find a college in America? Okay, jadi topik kita hari ini betul-betul tidak membahas mengenai individual sekolah. Kita akan bicara mengenai sistem sekolah di Amerika Serikat. Alright? Nah, sebelum saya mulai, saya mungkin sedikit intro about myself. Nama saya Leo Harten, saya education specialist untuk USA. I have about 26 of experience. I live in America. I studied in America. Saya tinggal di Amerika about 17 years. So I know the education system in America from a community colleges all the way to PhD. So today saya akan bicara lebih mengenai general, lebih mengenai American degree program. Nah, jadi sebetulnya kalau kita lihat ya, apa sih the most common ways untuk evaluate university? Kalau kita lagi cari university, kalau kita lagi milih university itu sebetulnya apa? Banyak sekali teman-teman saya, adik-adik saya yang ada di Indonesia atau di Asia, biasanya mereka lihat beberapa faktor. Nah, 10 faktor ini adalah 10 faktor mungkin yang paling sering yang mereka lihat. Pertama adalah ranking. So a lot of the students they will normally go online and look for the ranking. Is it ranking number 1? Is it ranking number 2? Or 3 or 4 or 5 and so on. Nah, yang kedua, biasanya mereka akan ngelihat how much does it cost. Okay? Berapa harganya, berapa tuition fee-nya. Ini dua mungkin adalah faktor yang paling banyak dilihat, yang paling banyak di Google oleh international students seluruh dunia, right? Termasuk dari Indonesia. Okay? Tapi ada juga beberapa hal lain yang dilihat yang sangat penting pada saat kita mencari sekolah. So, there are scholarship, jurusan atau major, okay? Location. Oh, I want to be on the East Coast, or I want to be in Texas, or I want to be in Seattle, I want to be in Chicago, okay? Atau cuaca juga bisa menjadi salah satu faktor dalam saya memilih sekolah. Nah, berikutnya juga adalah reputasi, okay? Nah, jadi ini adalah beberapa contoh bagaimana seorang students itu biasanya melihat mencari sekolah itu berdasarkan hal-hal ini semua. Nah, buat saya pribadi, pada saat saya masih undergraduate program, lalu saya ambil master saya melihat bahwa yang nomor 10 itu sebetulnya yang paling penting, which is job placement. Okay? Jadi kita lihat nih, kita sekolah dari high school, saya sekolah dari Canisius, nanti saya masuk ke Purdue, nanti saya masuk ke Harvard University. At the end, yang paling penting sebetulnya job placement. Apakah degree yang saya sudah ambil ini bisa memberikan saya placement pekerjaan yang baik, okay? Termasuk di dalamnya adalah earning atau gaji atau salary kalau kita lihat dari bahasa Indonesia, right? How much do I get paid, right? Will I get a good position if I go back to Indonesia? Will I have a good job if I stay in America? Nah, ini jadi salah satu hal yang paling penting yang nanti mungkin harus jadi konsiderasi adik-adik semua pada saat mencari sekolah. Karena banyak sekali adik-adik saya pada saat mencari sekolah lebih lihat ke ranking. Yang penting namanya saya udah tahu, university-nya saya sudah kenal, lokasinya saya sudah familiar. Nah, which is okay, itu kita bisa pakai sebagai salah satu indikator, tetapi indikator lain yang harus kita lakukan adalah we have to do our research. Okay? Berapa sebetulnya university ini spending buat saya? Apakah the tuition fee itu something yang saya bisa affordable? Karena ingat, untuk berangkat sekolah ke luar negeri, financial itu menjadi salah satu faktor yang paling tinggi atau yang paling besar yang harus kita consider, right? Nah, belum lagi scholarship. Many university use scholarship for two things. One, it's a merit base, meaning that you're really really good, okay, dan mereka akan memberikan atau award scholarship to you. Tapi ada juga scholarship itu sebetulnya it's almost like a discount. So they give you a little discount so they can come to the university. Tapi at the end of the day, do you actually go to the university that you love? Do you think that university will give you a good job placement at the end of the day? Nah, when I was a student, waktu saya cari university, jelas saya melihat 10 faktor ini. Tapi saya juga melakukan my own research, which is I look at the faculty member. Apakah faculty-nya itu punya high reputation, punya high kaliber di dalam pekerjaan mereka. Mungkin tidak hanya faculty, tapi dia juga seorang konsultan pribadi untuk banyak perusahaan-perusahaan besar yang ada di Amerika Serikat. So those are the factors yang biasanya saya masukkan jadi satu, tidak hanya melihat dari ranking. Alright? Nah, jadi ini mudah-mudahan ini message saya di slide pertama ini bisa diterima dengan baik oleh adik-adik saya di Canisius. Nah, kita tahu bahwa kalau kita mau dapatkan S1 atau bachelor degree in America, itu di Amerika itu sebetulnya ada dua jalan yang mirip, yang sama, identical, tapi ujung-ujungnya untuk mendapatkan gelar bachelor degree. Yang paling common jelas kalau yang paling kita mungkin sering tahu adalah yang sebelah kiri ini. Jadi kita lihat yang di sini adalah artinya selesai dari Canisius kelas 12, so you get your degree, you get your high school diploma from Canisius, and then you go to university. You go directly to university. For example, from Canisius to Purdue University, from Canisius to UCLA, to UT Austin, to NYU, to different universities in America. Atau options number 2, dari Canisius, bisa masuk melalui community college, atau college kita sebutnya di Amerika, lalu transfer masuk ke university yang ada di Amerika. Dua-duanya ini optionnya valid. Dua-duanya ini adalah sangat-sangat baik pilihannya, but kita harus melihat which one is actually a better fit for me. Okay? Apakah saya better fit-nya langsung masuk ke university sekarang, selesai dari Canisius, or maybe I should wait. Maybe I should go to a community college for 2 years and then transfer to university. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Jadi banyak sekali di Indonesia bahkan, well, no. I'm coming from a very rigorous high school. I only want to go to university. It's okay if you can do it. Tapi kalau you cannot do it, you can postpone that a little bit. Daripada nantinya fail, you can go to community college and then transfer to university. Okay? Jadi again, dua-duanya valid, right? Nah, kalau kita lihat dari yang university, saya ingin mengingatkan, kalau kalian sekarang sudah kelas 10 atau kelas 11, jangan direm untuk mulai research-nya, justru harus dimulai dari sekarang. Karena if you're applying to university in America, you need to apply as early as possible. Okay? Saya ambil contoh, kalau kita mau daftarnya ke UC, all the University of California, the deadline itu hampir 1 tahun sebelumnya, right? Itu deadline, right? Tetapi bagaimana dengan persiapannya? Itu bisa 1 tahun lagi sebelumnya. Persiapan SAT, persiapan TOEFL atau IELTS, persiapan membuat personal statement, dan yang lain-lain semua. So, please be careful pada saat kalian di level kalian sekarang berada, jangan sampai kalian kehilangan atau kelewatan deadline. Ini yang paling penting. Okay? Nah, kalau memang kalian lihat nilai SAT kalian mungkin belum cukup, TOEFL kalian belum cukup, tetapi kalian tetap ingin aimnya ke top school. Okay? Tidak ada salahnya untuk memakai option yang sebelah kanan. which is community college. Okay? Karena nanti dari opsi ini bisa mengembalikan tujuan awal kalian yang tadinya mungkin belum bisa masuk ke UCLA, yang tadinya mungkin belum diterima di NYU, okay? Tapi kalian nanti masuk ke community colleges, you fix that, you fix everything, okay? And then you reapply to those schools. Atau kalau tadinya belum apply, sekarang bisa di-apply. Dan ini sudah terjadi banyak sekali kasus, right? Jadi jangan taruh atau jangan pressure yourself that you have to go to one university in America. Nah, just for your information, in the US, kita itu ada about 5,000 universities and about 1,000 colleges. Now, but how can you choose which one is best for you? Okay? Nah, kalau hari ini karena kalian sempat ya, kalian bisa Google, ada artikel di majalah Forbes, itu mengenai highest earning atau highest salary in America. Kalian tahu nggak number one itu apa? University dengan highest earning. Bukan Ivy League school, bukan Harvard, bukan MIT. Number one is actually Harvey Mudd College. Harvey Mudd College in the US, okay, average salary-nya itu adalah 90.000 US dollar. Itu freshman, baru lulus undergraduate, okay, langsung masuk ke pekerjaan, average alumni-nya gajinya 90.000 US dollar. Have you heard about Harvey Mudd College? Never, right? Most of the time, probably never. But it's proven that in the US, brand itself nggak akan menjamin kita to go anywhere. Okay? Kalian dari Canisius pada saat ke USA, mendaftar ke all this university, kalian harus lihat banyak aspek. Satu jelas adalah academic. But the other part is the leadership part, is the community service. It's being active, being a leader, being part of the society. What can you do to the world, right? Let's say in the time of COVID-19, what can you contribute? Okay, I have a student, a former student at UCLA. She came back to Indonesia, okay, dari kedudukan dia yang sudah sangat-sangat convert di UCLA. She come back to Indonesia last year to help the COVID-19. Okay, dia udah tahu around December when the COVID-19 itu mulai merebak di Wuhan, dia sudah tahu bahwa ini akan masuk ke Indonesia. She came back, volunteer her time, volunteer her knowledge to Indonesia. Now, this is what gonna make you a better person, because your goal is not just to get a bachelor degree from America. It's not just to get a bachelor degree from Canada or the US or the UK. All right? So, saya harap ini bisa menjadi inspirasi buat kalian semua. Bagaimana cari sekolah, waktu kita sangat terbatas. Okay. Ada satu hal yang saya mau point out lagi, kalau kalian lihat in the US, tahun 1 dan tahun kedua itu belum ada jurusan. Okay. So, you don't need to choose your major on the first year and the second year. So, on the first year, we call you a general education student or undecided. You can choose aviation today and change to mechanical engineering the day after tomorrow, and then you can become a fashion designer next month, right? So the US education system, it's very, very flexible. This is why on that first 2 years, you can either go directly to university or you can go to a community college. It doesn't matter where you go, okay? There's also a misconception about university in America. Many students think when you get accepted into Purdue University, when you get accepted into UCLA on the first year, and then that's it. It's game over. It's not. Remember, you only been accepted at Purdue University. You have not been accepted at the School of Business, at the School of Engineering. Okay? So you need to consider that as your option. So it's going to look like this. Okay? So the first 2 years, it's very, very, very general. So whatever you learn di Canisius, semua yang kalian pelajari di Canisius, it will be very useful when you go to the university. Okay? And any classes that you are taking now at Canisius, you can use that when you go to the university. But remember, on this triangle, okay, kamu masih boleh tuker-tuker jurusan. So di Amerika, you can go from one major to another major within the first year or the first 2 years. Okay, the first year is better. All right. So like myself, So I came to the US in 1990. I started from a community college in the US. Okay, so I myself, I start from a community college in the US. I spent 2 years at the community college. I applied to 8 different universities in America, and I get accepted to all of them. Okay, 6 university gave me scholarship because I get 3.75 from my college. But I took one and I choose one university because that particular university, they have the faculty I like. They have the faculty that I think will change my life, will give me better opportunity. So I did not choose my university only based on scholarship, but I also chose my university based on who's actually teaching that class. Okay? Nah, jadi ini very important buat kalian semua. Jadi pada saat you do your research, saya berharap bahwa anak-anak Canisius ini kan beda. Kalian bisa betul-betul mencari research yang tidak hanya patokannya itu ranking gitu. Kalau hanya patokannya ranking, undergraduate level, the ranking will never take you anywhere. Okay? Nanti kalau kalian mau berebut ranking di S2, kalau kalian nanti sudah masuk ke S2, right? Kalian harus berebut ranking. Having said that, saya tidak bermaksud bilang bahwa kalian jangan masuk sekolah high rank. Oke, itu salah. Saya justru berharap bahwa 99,9% anak-anak Canisius harus mencoba mendaftar sekolah-sekolah university yang top rank ini. Coba. Tetapi you have to keep in mind, kalau memang belum diberikan kesempatan, it's not the end of the day. Okay? Jadi kalian masih punya options to go and explore, okay, the American education system. Alright? Tora, do we have time?
4 menit lagi, Mister.
Okay, good. Nah, sekarang I'm showing you what I call the academic plan. Okay? When you go to America, when you go overseas, okay, you're not only looking at what classes do I take? Tell me what do I take? No. You need to be that person who's independent. You need to be that person who can leave the comfort zone, okay? Be yourself, right? And start making decisions. One of them, right? One of them is actually choosing your classes, right? So I'm not going to explain to you today about this academic plan because this will take about 1 hour. But to give you the broad idea, this is an academic plan that your advisor to help you assist, so you can get accepted into the school or the major that you want. All right. Remember what I said earlier. You do not have to select your major from day one. You don't have to, but it's better if you have an idea, right? What university, what major you want to take, okay, when you graduate on your bachelor's degree. All right. So I have 2 minutes left, but this is just very general. University, it's big, huge. You will meet about 300, 400, 500 classmates at the university. Like my former university, University of Washington, they had about 500 university in the classroom. So not only you have to be independent, you cannot be shy, right? You really have to ask questions, raise your hands and ask questions, right? And universities are typically more expensive, right? So if you think that financial is something that you want to consider, you can consider going the other way, which is the community college. Because the community college, without a scholarship, you are saving 80%. But you will be getting the same result, right? At the end of the day. Like me, I went to a community college, but I graduated from the same university from my, compared to my other friends, right? But I saved probably $200,000 because I went to community colleges. Okay, so I'm not encouraging you only to consider community colleges. Okay, please do not get me wrong, but I want you to research, do your research, know your limit. Right, you have to know your limit. Right, and then if you think that's the best choice for you, and you go that way. All right. So I think we have about 10 minutes left for Q&A. Is that true, Tora?
Ya, Mister.
I
Kita
think we have about
1 menit lagi.
Okay, I think we have 10 minutes habis ini ya untuk Q&A ya.
Iya, sekali.
Alright. Okay, so ini list of Ivy League University. Saya nggak akan bacain satu-satu. I think you all know. Tapi saya mau highlight ini. Dartmouth College. How many of you have heard Dartmouth College? maybe a little bit, right? Maybe you know about it, maybe you heard about it, but you don't know much about Dartmouth College. So Dartmouth College is actually one of the Ivy League school that actually produce one of the highest salary income for many of the American university and international students. All right. So this is just a picture, and then this is about community colleges. Community colleges is a lot smaller room. So if you like to be in a classroom of 20 or 25 students, you can go to community colleges. If you like to go to a big room with a lot of people, go to university. All right. So there are many options for you to go to America. So with that, that's conclude my presentation for today. If you have more questions, since we have limited time today, you can contact Tora, and Tora can give you my contact, or you can contact a couple of person here during this virtual event. So Tora, I will give it back to you, your time.
Oke, Mister. Terima kasih untuk presentasi yang sangat menarik dan informatif ini. Saya lihat di sini sudah begitu banyak pertanyaan nih, yang datang dari teman-teman di aplikasi. Kita langsung saja ke pertanyaan yang pertama, Mister.
Yes.
Dari Kenneth Ricardo Chandra. Saya ingin bertanya, apa saja yang diajarkan di community college?
Oke, tadi Tora sedikit breakdown, tapi saya baca di sini ya. Jadi kalau saya nggak salah, tadi pertanyaan adalah, saya ingin bertanya apa saja yang diajarkan di community colleges. Alright, Kenneth, again, sama seperti yang tadi saya jelaskan, saya pakai bahasa Indonesia ya, biar kita bisa ngerti sama-sama. Yang diajarkan di community college dengan yang diajarkan di university, identical, equal, tidak ada bedanya. Okay? Bahkan, a lot of time, if you know, if you heard, if you've been there, many of the professor teaching at the university, they're also teaching at the community colleges. Nah, tapi kalau kamu tanya specifically, kira-kira subjeknya apa? Subjeknya adalah subjek-subjek yang general education. Okay? Ingat, kalian itu architecture, engineering, business, aviation, psychology. The first year, all of you are going to be in the same classroom. All right? You are not going to take only your major. You will be taking mostly the general education classes. Okay? Kenneth, I hope that helps you to give you that little question from you. Thank you very much for asking. Tora, I think Tora is freezing. Let me continue reading this. Okay? So this is from Fleming Anderson Pansier. As we know, the US dollar economy is staggering high when converted to rupiah. The conversion rate is going something that majority impacts of the decision plus US. Woo! Do you suggest us foreign students to do a community college to raise education standard? All right, I think I get the point. Just want to make sure I can answer all the question here. So the answer is yes. I think you go by Fleming, right? So Fleming, the answer is yes. Buat saya, if you think that the US dollar it's too strong against the rupiah, and that will affect your financial stability, because you need to look at not just for the first year, right? You have to look at for the 4 years, right? How much do you spend? In my opinion, if that's your priority, go to community college, because the community college will give you the same results. It will give you saving costs. However, Fleming, you have to remember, you need to study hard. I'm not saying that if you go to community colleges, you will be automatically be accepted to UCLA or Berkeley or Harvard. None of the school can guarantee you to go to that school, right? So you need to work even if you go to a community college. But it will at least give you the time, and it will give you the saving cost, right, for the first 4 years. So let's say you don't get into your dream school for your undergraduate degree. You can still wait to go to your dream school for your master's degree, for your PhD, right? So let's say if your dream school is Harvard, you don't have to go to Harvard now for your undergraduate degree. You can wait until you go for your master's degree, all right? I hope that helps.
Oke, Mister. Pertanyaan selanjutnya datang dari Benedictus Rangga.
Oke.
Dia bertanya, Mister, apakah perbedaan sistem pembelajaran di Indonesia, di USA dengan negara lainnya? Itu saja.
Oke, thank you. Jadi kalau untuk Benedictus, kalau untuk sistem belajar, itu sebetulnya dengan negara lain, nggak ada bedanya sebetulnya. Tetapi yang paling membedakan itu adalah the environment. Jadi professor in America lebih mengencourage students-nya itu untuk melakukan do a little bit things that independent but supportive. Jadi kita nggak bisa selalu gini, saya banyak sekali ketemu students yang, oh ini kelasnya apa, ini milihnya bagaimana. You cannot do that in America. You have to do your research, you have to explore a little bit. American professor itu juga maunya interactive, ask questions, and all. Okay? I hope that answer your question. Tora, any more question or do we have time?
Oke, Mister. Dari Matthew Wana Kencana. So if
Okay.
you don't mind, me asking, do you have any recommendation for good university with good job placement in America? And what are
Okay.
the standard to get into a community college? Thank you.
Okay. So, I cannot give you specific recommendation, but I can give you a link. So if you want, I can copy and paste the link here into the chat room, and you can take a look at the top 15 university and colleges with the highest earning in America. But again, this is an estimate. Okay, you will be very stunned when you look at how many university and colleges that you don't even know the name. You know, you will know Stanford, you will know Harvard, but most of these university and colleges you will never, you never heard about them.
Oh,
If you're not sure about going which university and which colleges in America, right? Choose the one that fits you, fits not just your profile ranking, not just the goal of your life or which location, but also how much does it cost for you. Okay. All right. Any more
oke, Mister.
questions?
Ini
Tora?
mungkin jadi pertanyaan terakhir dari Henry Skate.
Okay.
Dia bertanya, Mister, kalau misalnya siswa Indonesia bekerja part-time di Starbucks, berapakah bayaran yang diterima dan apakah diizinkan? Terima kasih.
Oke.
Bulan.
Oke, sebagai murid di Amerika, kalian jelas tujuan utamanya adalah sekolah. Jadi under F1 visa, oke, kamu hanya boleh sekolah di Amerika Serikat. Apakah diizinkan bekerja? Yes, diizinkan bekerja, tetapi hanya on campus, hanya di dalam kampus. Jadi kalau di dalam kampusnya itu ada Starbucks dan itu jadi bagian dari kampus, then you can work di dalam Starbucks campus tersebut. Tetapi ada undang-undangnya. Undang-undangnya adalah you can only work no more than 20 hours per week. Jadi nggak boleh lebih dari 20 jam seminggu. Right? Itu adalah rules-nya. Lalu, berapa bayarannya tergantung dari negara bagiannya. Okay? Tergantung dari negara bagian yang kalian pergi. Tapi di Amerika antara 10 sampai 15 dolar itu minimum wage-nya. Oke, per jam. Jadi kalau kalian pergi ke California, kalian pergi ke Oregon, kalian pergi ke Arizona, Utah, itu different minimum wage-nya, right? Tapi within range antara 10 sampai 15 dolar. Okay? I hope that helps you.
Cukup menjawab ya, Mister ya. Namun masih begitu banyak pertanyaan dari teman-teman yang saya lihat, Mister. Namun sayangnya waktu tidak terlalu bersahabat dengan kita. Jadi untuk teman-teman, jika masih ingin bertanya lebih lanjut kepada Mr. Leo, bisa menghubungi virtual booth-nya Els Indonesia yang ada di bagian bawah aplikasi. So, Mister, do you have any closing statement for the audience?
Okay, I do actually. Saya hanya ingin mengucapkan banyak terima kasih buat pihak dari Sekolah Canisius, teman-teman semua, Tora juga di sini sudah membantu saya. Saya cuma hanya ingin mengingat satu, kalian selalu bekerja, tapi juga coba sedikit dari zona nyaman kalian pada saat kalian mengambil sebuah keputusan. Karena banyak sekali teman-teman saya, adik-adik saya, pada saat melakukan riset sekolah, mereka lebih banyak mendapatkan informasi itu yang sepatah-sepatah, yang terpotong-potong. Jadi, make sure pada saat mengambil semua keputusan ini, kalian juga harus berpikir mengenai ke depan, mengenai kontribusi terhadap dunia kita, terhadap Tuhan kita, terhadap semua yang ada di lingkungan kita. So, I hope with that concludes our presentation for today. Remember to work hard, be persistent, be disciplined. That's the key of your success.
Oke, Mister. Terima kasih banyak sudah mau menjadi narasumber pada video ini. Dan kepada seluruh audiens yang menonton, terima kasih telah menonton webinar ini. Dan jika ada kesalahan pada jaringan atau yang saya katakan, saya minta maaf. Terima kasih banyak dan tetap sehat.
Thank you very much.